Every business should have a logo and company branding. On this segment of Tacoma Meets Business, Andrew Fry says logo design takes on many shapes and styles critical to your business identity.
In my class, Entrepreneurship and Technology, that I teach over at the University of Washington, Tacoma, the students are required to put together a business plan, and that business plan itself needs to be able to leverage technology as a differentiator. A lot of these students are actually in the computer science, computer engineering, or information technology programs, so it's not actually part of the business school, which is why I tell them to create a logo for their company. The thing about creating a logo actually gives a little bit more substance to the fact that you're building a company. It represents the company in a single moment, in a single site. So what kind of logos do you have? Well, the one type of logo that's very common is the font-based logo. There's a company, Gervin Design, that actually did the Chips Ahoy brand. And if you remember the cookies Chips Ahoy, you'd remember that logo, and it was font-based. What they'll tend to do is they're experts in that idea of font in the logo. So some ideas of logos that are font-based are, IBM is a great example of one. United Artists is another logo that's based on the company name or acronym and then the font as part of it. Now, the second type of logo that you might use is one that actually is an illustration that in a very small moment talks about what you do as a company. For instance, if you are student painters, you're going to have the paintbrush and the paint swatch going up, and maybe an educator's cap or graduate cap, something to that effect. But whatever the logo is for that, then it really is an illustration of what your company does. If you do fencing, there's a fence. If you're a dog walker, there'll be dogs on a leash. So those are another way that you can do a logo, and it tells a little bit about what your company's doing. The third type of logo is the abstract logo. The abstract logo is one that you wouldn't necessarily recognize as the company and what they do, but you recognize it when you see it. One of them, the obvious one, is the Nike swoosh. The Nike swoosh, you see it, you know Nike. It's a very powerful, very simple image. Chevron has the stripes. It almost looks like the almost army stripes on there, but the colors make a big difference there. That's Chevron. You understand what it is and what they provide. Those are abstract logos. And the thing about those logos is they really aren't effective until over time you've actually built something behind what that logo means. So if you're going to do a logo, and I suggest that you do, here's a couple things that you might want to consider. Number one, sketch it out first. Doodle. See what actually works for you. Check out those in your competitive space. What kind of logos are they using? And I'm not saying do logos like those. In fact, avoid that, but get a sense for how they're communicating their company through their logos. Then additionally, from the standpoint of what you're doing, you can go online, and there are a lot of different places that would allow you to create free logos. And if you want to do that, that's fine. I will warn you that you're then going to get constantly bombarded with emails saying, now, what else can we do for you? How would you like this on your coffee mugs or stationery and so on? And if that's what you're looking for, great, but there are plenty of places that you can experiment and take a look at. Don't use clip art. Don't use clip art for your logo. It's the easiest thing to do because it's like, we're a painting company. Let's go look at paintbrushes and decide to use one as a logo. No, you can do better than that, okay? But let's say that you've now taken the time and you've established what your logo is gonna be. Next step, important step, trademark it. Once you know what you want, go out there and make certain that it's been trademarked. Because if you're going to build value into that logo and people are going to recognize your company from what's there, you have to now protect it.
Thanks, Andrew. For more ways on helping grow your business, check out Tacoma's Community and Economic Development Program at makeittacoma.com.